Chapter 7, Free Trip to LA. Have you ever wanted something that was pretty big and expensive and had no idea how to make it happen unless somebody else paid for it? Well, that's exactly what I needed in 2018. I wanted to go to Los Angeles to make music and connect with people. But I didn't have any money, no funds for travel or lodging, and I couldn't possibly see how I could do it myself. Still, staying positive and figuring shit out is what I do. The way I see it, if I can't do it alone, then I would need some help. Help in the form of someone else paying for my travel and lodging. But who and why would someone do that for me? I'm not signed to a label, don't have a manager, and no wealthy sponsors or relatives to hook it up for me. What I did have, however, was the law of attraction and belief in myself. A box of t-shirts I hadn't sold yet and an Instagram post saying, "Hey guys, buy my new t-shirts and fund my trip to LA," was all I could think of. These were shirts that I had for a while, but once I told people my intentions, they began to sell. A few friends bought some. One friend, Tim, actually bought 2 shirts for $100. The shirts were only $20, but he said, "Here's $40 for the shirts and $60 for your dreams. Go chase them, bro." That touched my heart. I sold maybe 6 shirts in total, nowhere near enough to fund a trip to LA. But it's funny how the universe works. I had it constantly in my mind that I was going. I just didn't know how. And I would tell people that. I told everyone I knew, I'm going to LA soon. Around this time, my friend T was going through something, and I had to collaborate with his sister on how to help him. She asked about my music, and I told her about my plan to go to California to hustle out there. A few weeks later, she called me. She asked if I was still interested in going to LA. When I told her yeah, she did something that I would have never expected. She said, "Well, my brother's birthday's coming up, and if he wants to go with you to LA, I'll pay for your whole trip, travel and lodging for 10 days. My mind was blown. I mean, I knew she had been successful with her business, but I didn't know she was balling like that. I immediately called T and asked if he wanted to go to Cali for his birthday. He said yes, and she booked our flights and hotel. She paid for all of it. If there was a checkbox in my mind, I would have checked off, paid for a trip to LA? Check! I couldn't believe how fortunate I was. We spent the next 10 days in California, meeting people, seeing the sights, shooting music videos, and were even invited to Capitol Records for a meeting. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life, and it happened exactly as I had asked the universe for it. It was once just a thought in my head with no real progress behind it. But once I got sick of seeing no action, I said to myself, fuck this. Let me just use what I have, sell some shirts, and figure this out. That small act of selling those t-shirts with intention and starting where I was enough to set the whole ball rolling in my favor. This worked for me and continues to work for me now. You just need to focus on what you want. Send out some loud, real-world energy and words in that direction, and it will come to you. Loud, real-world energy could be as big as screaming outside with a sign or as small as a story post on Instagram. Just let the world know what you're going after with force, and somebody or something will come to your aid. My 7th manifestation was a free trip to LA.